the high-altitude frontiers of Siachen and Ladakh, soldiers face some of the harshest conditions on Earth: freezing temperatures, avalanches, thin air, and long stretches of isolation. Every decision, every step is measured against survival and duty. Against this backdrop, the 8th Central Pay Commission, expected around 2026, carries enormous significance for the armed forces. It is not just about revising salaries or allowances. It is about acknowledging the extreme risks and sacrifices inherent in such postings. The 7th CPC introduced higher risk and hardship allowances, but gaps remain. The 8th CPC must bridge these gaps, ensuring that allowances reflect real terrain challenges, operational exposure, and morale. For soldiers, fairness in pay translates directly into readiness, dignity, and combat effectiveness. Financial allowances are meant to mirror risk and hardship, yet the reality often tells a different story. JCOs and ORs deployed in Siachen currently receive roughly 30,000 rupees per month, while officers receive about 42,500 rupees. The risk and hardship matrix recognizes extreme postings, but logistical challenges, medical risks, and isolation often outweigh these increments. Meanwhile, some civilian postings offer comparable allowances with far lower operational risk. The 8th CPC has a chance to correct these anomalies. Allowances should be directly linked to terrain, exposure, and deployment duration rather than merely rank or category. For soldiers enduring these extreme conditions daily, fair compensation is essential. It is a recognition of sacrifice and a foundation for morale and operational efficiency. In high-altitude postings, allowances are not perks. They are crucial for operational efficiency. Soldiers stationed at extreme elevations, far from families and support, rely on fair compensation to maintain focus, endurance, and motivation. Inadequate allowances can lead to fatigue, attrition, and lower retention, ultimately weakening unit cohesion and combat readiness. Operational preparedness depends on motivated and well-supported troops, not just training or equipment. The 8th CPC can directly influence this by aligning allowances with real risk and hardship. Recognizing these sacrifices strengthens morale, ensures continuity, and reinforces the principle that soldier welfare is central to national security. The 8th CPC arrives at a critical juncture. Beyond revising pay scales, it must reaffirm that soldier welfare, morale, and dignity are national priorities. Essential reforms include a transparent allowance matrix, differentiation for sustained high-altitude deployments, and parity of risk compensation across comparable postings. Fair allowances boost morale, enhance retention, and safeguard operational readiness. They also symbolize recognition of the sacrifices soldiers make daily at the nation's edge. For the armed forces, dignity equals combat power. The 8th CPC will determine not just pay, but pride, purpose, and respect for those serving in extreme conditions. Correcting these gaps is not an administrative task. It is a strategic necessity.